So we were at the 8th one. So we kind of, I think we saw most of it. Vishwam pashyati karya karanataya swaswami sambandhatah shishyacharya tathaiva pitru putradhyatmana bhedatah swapne jagrati vaya esha purusho maya paribhramitah tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namayidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye. So the Vishwam Pashyati Karya Karanataya, so the one who is able to see this whole creation as a series of cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect. Every effect having a cause, every cause subsequently leading to an effect. So somebody who's able to see everything like that, somebody who's able to see everything as a relationship with the other. Swaswami sambandhatah. The relationship of the aham and mama. Aham, mama. Me and mine. Me and mine. Aham, madiyam. In the combination, which means I am something, I own something, I am the master of something. So somebody was able to see this clearly. Right now, for us, I am the body. I am abdina, we immediately refer to the body. But somebody who is able to see that I am separate, the body is separate. I own the body. I am the Swa, I am the Swami. I am the Swami of this body. Likewise, I am the Swami of the mind. I am the Swami of the intellect, and so on and so forth. So if one who is able to see the difference between aham and madiyam, me and mine.
Ahankaram, mamakaram. Liya.
Correct. Adeda. Ahankaram, mamakaram. Ahankaram is the I. Mamakaram is it is mine. Ahankaram is not actually bad. Ahankaram, when it becomes mamakaram, that is where the problem arises. Ahankaram in its own, as it is not a problem because it is required for us to transact in the world. Ahankara is required. The identity that I am an individual is required to transact in the world. Right? If I don't recognize that I'm different from you, I can't transact with you. But I need to transact with you. For that, I need to have this difference. Ahankara is required. The problem is when it becomes mamakara. When it becomes that the I that I am is different from you only in body, mind, not in its essence. Not in its essence. It's important for us to always realize that there are two things that go in parallel: the absolute reality and the transactional reality. Relative reality and the absolute reality. Both go hand in hand. It is not just one and the same. It is not just one or the other. It's like Shiva and Shakti. Both are together. Both go together. The absolute reality is the Brahman, the unmanifest consciousness. The transactional reality is the manifest consciousness. Both go hand in hand. But we need to be able to differentiate that, and we need to be able to transact in the world. So transact in the world, I need a certain, even Ramana Maharshi, somebody like a Ramana Maharshi was always established in Parabrahman, also had this, he had this individuality. He knew it is he who is walking up the Arunachala. He is the one who is taking the stick, walking up the Arunachala, going up, coming down, going to the kitchen, making food, eating, sitting, walking, talking. He knows he is the one doing it. But the I am doing it is not so pronounced that he forgets that this is an instrument or a container through which the greater reality is operating. See, this reality is real as much as your dream is real. In the dream, it is real. You cannot deny it. You cannot go into, for example, if somebody is running from a tiger in a dream, you cannot go into their dream and say that, why are you running away from a tiger? It's a dream. In the dream, it is real. They will experience that reality in the dream. But the knowledge that it is a dream is what is important. So while we are living, Brahmagyani or a Jivan Mukta, the way he lives is recognizing both aspects of reality, the absoluteness and the the ephemeral and the transactional nature of it. Both coexist. So somebody who sees this relationship, Vishwam Pashyati Karya Karanataya Swaswami Sambandhatah, I'm able to see this whole creation as a series of cause and effect. I'm able to see everything as me, mine. I am this is the world. Aham Jagat. Able to see it separately. Shishya Acharyataya Tatha eva Pitru and Putra Atmana Bhedatah. So somebody is able to see this difference clearly. All of this are different in the transactional world, but in the absolute world, they are not different. Why? Because the manifestation of the same principle. The Shishya and the Acharya, the Putra and the Pita. All of that is manifestation or different manifestations of the same principle, the same reality. It is similar to what? Similar to Swapne Jagrati Vaya Esha Purushaha, the one true self that is operating both in Swapna and Jagrata Avastha. How the same self is operating in the Swapna Avastha and the Jagrata Avastha, and how because of Maya Paribhramitaha, the whole projection happens. So the one who is able to see all of this as a play, the one who is able to see everything as a movie. Like I said, Guru Paramahansa Yogananda, he had said that I am able to, oh Lord, I am able to see this world as a projection from a projection onto a movie screen, and you are sitting in the projection booth. It's as though from the projection booth, your light is coming and projecting onto this movie screen, which is this world of creation. If somebody is able to see that, then you know that you've seen this world as a movie screen, which means the movie is running on it and you are not associated with it. So this is some reminder. These are reminders, constant reminders, saying that yes, everything seems so real. It has a reality. It has a transactional reality. When I go to deep sleep, none of this exists. In my dream, there is a very different reality that comes up. So which one is real? Is this real or that one real? Both are not real in the absolute sense. They are contextually real. Like somebody asked a guru, I'm dreaming, is that dream real? So he says, yes, it is real only in the dream. Right? Only in the dream it is real. You can't deny its reality. In the same way, the world that we experience right now is real, but it is real contextually. While I am awake, I experience this world as real. So the reminder is to constantly remind ourselves that it is only contextually real. Let's not take it too seriously. Let us not take it too seriously. And this is something that on a daily basis we experience. The only problem that we have is because after we sleep and we get up, we seem to connect. Before I went to sleep, I had all the problems. I went to sleep, I was fine. I got up, now again all those problems are back again. So we see that connection, which is why we go, we experience that it's a reality that I am not able to escape from. And that is why all spiritual practices around the world, they give you a focus, a direction to look inwards, look upwards. And when you do that, then you raise yourself above this movement that is happening. See, if you watched these Olympic games or these large games and all, the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony, they make these large formations, beautiful formations. They'll make a formation of a flag, of some a beautiful, some words or things like that, right? They'll get a lot of people to do those formations. Now, these formations, you cannot, while you're in the formation, it'll look completely chaotic. Yeah, think about it. When you're sitting in the when you are part of the formation and you're watching, you can't see the formation. Suppose it's creating an Indian flag, right? The whole formation is creating an Indian flag. When you're part of that, you will not be able to see the Indian flag. What do you have to do to see the Indian flag? You have to rise above. You have to rise above. You have to go to a certain altitude to be able to see that Indian flag. Then it's beautiful. Then you see life as a beauty. As long as you're trapped inside, it will only seem chaotic. Where are people moving? Where is everything going? What is happening? Why isn't this happening? Why is it like this? Why is it not like that? But we have to remember that there's somebody orchestrating this whole thing, and it looks very beautiful from that plane. All we need to do is, we don't have to fix what we are doing here. This is all fine. We have to fix our perception. What we have to fix is our perception. That's all. You perceive from the point of view of that higher, you actually raise your perception to a higher level, so that then when you see below, everything looks perfect, aligned, symphony, harmonious, beautiful. Right? So this is the whole work. This is the whole work that happens as part of this sadhana. So we saw this one. Next one we will just quickly touch upon. Bhuram bhamsya nalo nilombara natho himamshu puman ityabhati characharatmakamidam yasyaiva murtyashtakam. So this talks about the 8 Ashtamurti Bhrit. You remember we saw Dakshinamurti as Ashtamurti Bhrit. Bhuram bhamsya nalo niloambaramahar natho himamshu puman ityabhati characharatmakamidam yasyaiva murtya ashtakam. So this is Dakshinamurti, represents the 8 aspects. What are they? Bhuhu ambhasi, earth. Bhuram bhamsya, bhamsi analaha. So bhuhu is earth, ambhasi is water, analaha is air, anila is water again, then ambaram, space, aharnatha. Aharnatha is the master of the day, who's the sun. Himamshuhu, moon, Puman. So this person, if you recall, will just take you to the first page. If you remember, we saw of Dakshinamurti here. See, you've got the sun, the water, sun and moon are on his crown. There's water, which is Ganga Devi. The hair represents air. There's fire in one hand. There's space. Because of the sound that comes from the Damaru, Shabda is essentially the aspect of space. Right? So all of this put together, this is the Murti Ashtakam. And Usually in the when you also, the Murti Ashtakam also represents the 8 aspects within ourselves, the Pancha Mahabhutas, then the Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara. What are the 8 aspects within us? We have got the Pancha Mahabhutas, which are Prithvi, Jala, Agni, Vayu, Akasha. So these are the Pancha Mahabhuta. And then we have the Manas, this forms our physical form, the Pancha Mahabhutas. Prithvi, Jala, Agni, Vayu, Akasha. And then you add on to it Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara. These 3. So these are the 8 aspects within us. Nanyat kinchana vidyate. Na anyat kinchana vidyate. Nothing else exists except this Purusha. Who's this Purusha? Puman. This is the Puman that is mentioned here. So this Purusha, these Ashtamurti Bhrit, which means these 8 aspects surround this Purusha. Bhuram bhamse nalo nilombaramahar natho himamshuv puman ityabhati characharatmakamidam yasyaiva murtyashtakam. So from there it appears iti abhati. Thus what appears? Everything appears to move and not move. In the self, atmakam, idam here, yasyaiva murtyashtakam. So this form, the 8-fold form of this Puman, of this person, of this soul, of the Atma, in which everything seems to appear and moves and does not move. Essentially, there is movement and appearance, in whose presence this happens, and besides whom nothing else exists. Nanyat kinchana vidyate vamrishatam yasmat parasmat vibhoho. Other than that, so the one who understands that other than that, na anyat kinchana, nothing else exists, vidyate exists, vimrishatam, one who understands, yasmat, other than that supreme, parasmat, yasmat parasmat vibhoho, vibhu, that which is all pervasive. The one who understands this, tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namaidam Shri Dakshinamurti. So such a Dakshinamurti, that Guru, form of Guru, I prostrate. Once again, what we're saying here, Bhuram Bhamsya Anala Anila Ambaram Aharnatha Himamshuhu Puman. All these 8, Iti Abhati, all of these appear to as 8 forms, in whose presence Chara Achara, the self which is moving and unmoving. It moves and yet it doesn't move. Idam, it's here, it is always here. In whose form, Murti Ashtakam, in whose form all of this seems to appear as moving and unmoving, and it's appearing and not appearing, it is appearing, disappearing, in whose presence all of this is happening. And one who's understood that in that presence, besides that presence, there is nothing else that is there. Nothing else exists besides that presence itself. One who's understood that presence. So this shloka is essentially the one Mahavakya comes out of the shloka is Aham Brahma Asmi. Aham Brahma Asmi. This is the understanding. See, till now the Guru is telling Tattvamasi. You are that, you are that. But here the understanding is Aham Brahma Asmi. Aham Brahman Asmi. I am that Brahman. I am that Brahman which we think is that great consciousness that is out there. All it takes to experience that is a moment. You sit, close your eyes, and you're sitting right here, right now, this instance, that which is that presence that is within you, that's operating, that is Brahman. That presence right now that we experience is Brahman. And that Brahman is the one that is operating within me, is also the one that is appearing as all of this, appearing as all of these Pancha Mahabhutas, all the mind, the body, the intellect, the intelligence, the ego, all of that is appearing from here. It's like appearing from here. So remember, this is the spot that you have within you is the projection, the light of projection that's coming from the projection booth. It's coming from there. And all of the aspects that are coming from inside of me is the world that I see. Right? So this is this is a certain meditation that one can do. Try to always remember that from inside of me, everything is being created. It's from here that is created. It's not that something is created somewhere and I'm trying to struggle to figure out what the hell is this and all that. No, everything that I'm experiencing is created from within me. As we train ourselves, the mind to go inwards that way, then we will see that bigger picture. That is when we see the bigger picture. That is when we see that everything is beautiful the way it is. Of course, there are troubles, there are problems, there are issues, but then it's not fundamental in nature. It's not fundamental. It is not defined. It doesn't define me. I am beyond that. The body is experiencing that. The mind is experiencing, but I am in this calm presence, which is always there. Whether I live, whether I die, whatever, doesn't matter. Right? So we'll close here with that. Om Kayena Vacha Manasendriyerva Buddhyatmana Va Prakrite Swabhava Karomi Yat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanaayeti Samarpayami Sadashivayeti Samarpayami Jagadambikaye iti Samarpayami Sadgurunathayeti Samarpayami Hari Om Tat Sat Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.